All right, we are going to work on fixing a bug in this social media app that I am building. I'm building this in public, just documenting it to encourage you to build your own stuff, to show you the process. And this is just a simple app for personal use. Right now, at least it's for personal use for me to manage my content. It's coming along, making a lot of progress, and I'm actually using it and it's being really useful. So in the previous video, I fixed a couple of bugs, and in this video, I'm going to fix another bug. So the bug that I'm fixing, at least one bug, right? So when I create a new item, I'm going to come here. I'm going to give it a name. It's going to be AAA. Give it a type, video, status, draft. Those are the only required fields. Then here, when I add tags, what I want to do is I'm going to add hashtags with just comma separated words. ABC, comma, XYZ, comma, and foobar, right? 3 things. So when I hit save, it's not adding. What I have to do is I have to click on add. Now it will split them into individual tags. Then I click on save, and this will end up in the database. To show you here, I'm going to run this query, and in the database, my tags will show up as a JSON. Basically, it's a JSON field. It's a list of items. The reason I do this is I have like a templating. When I create a description for YouTube, it's going to automatically take this and put the hashtag on them and convert them into hashtags. That's why I decided to solve. But the issue is when I create this, right? I do this, I select something, and when I add the hashtags, I do something, comma, something, comma, something, and then when I save it, it's not going to save those. There's no error, there's no nothing. If I go to the database, or here I can just click on edit, I can see hashtags are empty. And if I go back to the database and run the same query again and look at the latest row, this row here, we're going to see that the hashtags are empty because I did not hit. Once I do this, once I add the hashtags, I have to hit add, and I think that's an overkill. We don't need that. So I feel like that's a bug. It's more of a bug than like a feature modification. I consider that a bug, at least the UX bug, a user experience bug. So let's fix that. All right, so I'm going to use Whisper Flow, which I just installed a few minutes ago, well, before the previous video, and it's working well. So in the front end, when we create a new item, there's a field to add tags, and for that, it will take comma separated tags, and I need to click on add before I submit the form. When I click on add, it will split them into individual tags. I don't think that is required. I think when I hit submit, it should automatically split them into individual tags, and that's about it. And also the preview text shows hash pounds, the hashtags as the example, but we're supposed to input there without the pound signs, just comma separated words. So also fix that. So fix 2 things. All right, there you go. So I just typed that whole thing up. The second thing I did not talk about while it's doing this thing, see this example shows the pound sign in front of the tags. We don't want that. We just want comma separated. So that is what we hope is going to fix. I'm going to do cancel, and let's go back. Let's see, this thing is still working. Surprisingly, it's taking a little bit of time. I feel like it gotten a lot slower since GPT-5 came out, and I have it on auto, but it might be using GPT-5, like it will decide on its own. So we're going to wait for this to finish, and we're going to check the results. I have to keep telling it the app is running. So let me do that. The app is running, so please stop trying to run the app. Actually, in this case, you might be just trying to run a JavaScript, but I'm not sure if that would work. That is quite interesting what it's trying to do. Actually, I want to run it and see if it's just running the app.js, unless you have some, it's checking for syntax errors. Okay, let's run that. I'm not sure what it's trying to do. I can ask it, what are you trying to do? But let me just tell it, you just gotta go to the front end and check. I'm not sure, just running the script. Oh, it's adding it to Git. Why are we adding to Git? I didn't even pay attention to the command. I was adding to Git. Why are we adding to Git? I didn't ask it to. That's the thing with AI. I mean, it's crazy. The prompting has to be so detailed. Like imagine I'm telling it to fix something. I never told it to add to Git. It's already decided to add to Git. It's kind of crazy. Imagine in the prompt, I'm going to say, make sure you don't add to Git. That's crazy. I would never think of that. Okay, so I'm just going to say, I'm going to have fun. Wait, let me delete that. Why are you adding it to Git? We haven't finished testing it yet. All right, so let's test it though. Meanwhile, so it thinks it fixed it. So we're going to come here. We're going to do a new one. I'm going to do BB. It's going to be a video. It's going to be draft. And let's come here. Hashtags. See the button is gone. And the example is fixed. That's awesome. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I got 3 hashtags here. And remember, the title is BBB. Save it. And let's go to the database and execute the query. And we see the latest row here. And let's see, hashtags are in correctly. Perfecto. It is fixed. So we just fixed that bug, just like that by telling it. We actually fixed 2 bugs. One is a preview text and 2 is functionality. So when at the list of bugs I have to fix, when we go to notes, single click to input tags. There you go. That is fixed. I think I'll cut this video here. I'll create another video for implementing a feature. So the next one, I put it inside of bugs, but here I think this is actually a feature, because I never told it to create it. So here, the filtering, it only filters for items. It doesn't filter by deployments. Like if an item has multiple deployments, if I want to say all YouTube deployments or all TikTok deployments, it won't have that filter. And I want to be able to filter by the deployment statuses, right? I want a TikTok deployment that is in draft or scheduled to be deployed or things like that. So I want to add that feature here. That's its own body of work. So I'll create a different video for that. I'll keep this one short. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe if you're first time watching my videos. I create content related to QA automation, and I'm an automation engineer or software test engineer, but I know how to code, so I like to build stuff. And this is an actual, like a big UI based, an app that has a UI that I'm building with vibe coding. I've created tons of scripts with vibe coding, but with cursor. This is like a real app that I'm using that has a front end, and I'm actually using it already. So make sure you follow. Check out the description. I have a bunch of resources for you if you want to become a QA automation engineer. I have one-on-one coaching. I also have courses and community and things like that. So everything is down there. Make sure you check it out. I'll see you on the next one. I'll create more videos for more things related to this. And there is a brand new app that you're going to like that I'm going to start to build.